And we're live.
What?
Yes, we're back, baby.
I'm alive.
You were dead?
I didn't know. He said we're live.
Alive.
No,
Yeah,
we're live. Not alive.
Oh.
Anyways, hey, how's everybody doing? We're iamGEEK. This is your first time joining us. Welcome.
Welcome.
If not,
Welcome
thanks for
back.
coming back. This is the way. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hello, Isaac. Hello, Vance. Hello, Winchester. Welcome. We are going to talk some Mandalorian tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually surprised that we have this many people watching already. But I mean, I guess everybody is up to date on it. So I hope.
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say, "Oh, we usually have thousands
I
watching
don't
by
care. They know. I'm glad we have all these people. I should say it that way. I was kind of worried that we wouldn't. That's my point.
Oh, because they haven't
Right.
watched the Mandalorian?
But I'm like, surely to goodness at this point.
Oh, they watched.
I mean, you're pretty much spoiled the chapter 10
That's
for
true.
them with your background.
That's true. I mean, it's a gumball machine. What are you talking about?
True. Yeah.
I have two
Just
sort
getting
of.
gumballs.
I've got
Actually,
stuff
I've
behind me
got
too.
multiple things to say.
Yeah, this is like this spoilers everywhere.
Pictures.
It's like, don't look over
spoilers.
here.
Man, you do
If you
have.
haven't
I just
seen the movies, don't look at my
just saw
background.
a spoiler I didn't see earlier. So there you go.
Yeah.
New episode in a few hours.
New
That is
episode in a
very
few
true.
hours.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna stay up and live stream it and watch together.
Are we? That would be so much fun.
Chris is like,
I
I have to work.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would totally do that.
It'd be awesome. Watch together.
Yes, they have that watch along now on Disney Plus. They call it
Watch together or
something like that.
I want it to
Because
be
my
called
we
parents,
watch. I watch.
because our parents, Chris and I's parents,
Watch
are
me
here right now,
whip.
and he was and our dad was trying to turn something on for the kids
Watch me,
earlier, and
Nene.
he accidentally clicked on that. He's like, what's this
Group watch.
doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, why is this putting me? What's group watch? Why is it putting me in group watch? And there's like trying to find a group room for him to go into or something. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
How did my social security number get put in here?
Yeah.
Why
Man,
am I buying land?
Would it be fun to do a group watch?
It
though,
would.
together? That would be fun.
Among
All right,
everybody.
let's just stay up all night.
I don't operate that well. I get really cranky the next day. Man,
Well, that's okay. I won't be around you the next day.
That is
my
true.
coworkers would not appreciate it.
Who cares? I'm just kidding. All right, hey, so should we start the episode?
I mean, we could. I
recording?
don't.
Yeah, that's a thing that we're here for.
We got like the OGs all in our comments here, and I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
I know. It's good to see Isaac. Haven't seen Isaac in a while.
Yeah. And we need to have like a get together. We need to do like a group watch for something.
Yep.
Just anything.
Since we can't have
Like,
meetups,
at a
right?
decent
We can't
time.
have meetups right now.
Yeah, since we can't meet up.
I mean, especially
Don't know if
since
anybody
last
wanted to
meetup
meet
was
up, but-
ridiculous. I mean,
Last meetup.
you know,
Yeah. Off
Chris
the chain.
remembers.
Yeah. It was like, whoa. And we were like, yeah.
And
And everybody was like,
the police are like, and the little baby's like, wah. It was a Saturday Night Live skit. Sorry,
Yep. It's gonna be a fun night.
it was Comic Palooza was the last meetup. I don't know.
Oh well, I mean, we sort of met up with people at Disney.
It's true. Yeah, they were forced to meet up with us to win things.
That's how we
Yep.
do it here.
That's how we roll.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
you
Yeah,
ready to
let's
start?
get it going.
Episode 170. Oh no, I'm yawning.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Get your coffee.
I don't think I'm gonna
You're
make
not-
it.
You're not making it for the group watch.
I'm making it for the group watch.
It's just going to be catering. And then he's going to be super angry tomorrow.
Mandalorian!
I wish that before we start, I wish that, I'll probably repeat it in
the
episode. I wish that it would be like midnight.
Yeah.
Eastern time.
Yeah, for sure.
That it released. Because then we could do something like that, because it wouldn't be that late.
Yeah, I would do it.
But we're old.
We're adults.
Well.
Or old.
Maybe. Yeah, we're old. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
What did they say in Hubie Halloween, his neighbor? When they ask how old he is? I don't really believe in that or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while.
It's all in here or something like that. Human. Oh, yeah, in human years. Yeah, here we go. Ready?
Yes, don't forget to.
Stupid. I'm going to try it again because that was a waste. You started like two. I don't know what happened. Technical.
Yep.
Are you messing with me before I start recording?
Sorry.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, we're losing viewers probably.
Nope.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to iamGEEK, and this is episode 170.
Wow.
My name's Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin.
Yeah.
And everybody watching on YouTube right now, because we are live on YouTube. Probably not while you're listening to this, if you're listening to the podcast. We're not live on YouTube. But we were, at the time, Thursdays, 9:15-ish. Central Time. We're usually live.
They're listening next Thursday at that time, which we would be live, but it would be a different episode.
It would be a different episode. That's right. Tonight we are going to dive headfirst, just like I did this last weekend at a pool. I can tell that story real fast. Because I got a busted up head. Into the Mandalorian, the first 2 episodes of season 2, chapter 9 and chapter 10. I know that's confusing.
It's confused
I told
me.
my parents we're going to watch chapter 10, and they're like, well, we just saw the first one. So I had to explain to them that they just continued on afterwards. But yeah, I watched chapter 10 at a resort.
Are you sure?
This last weekend in the woods. So,
Are you sure you know where you're at?
Yeah, it was funny. I took our Fire Stick with us to plug it in at the hotel, and then I realized when I got there, I left the remote at home, so I couldn't use it. So I had to go out and get something for the room at Target because we ordered pizza, but then we realized there wasn't anything to eat off of, so I just got some like paper plates because they're like civilized, I guess. I don't know. And I saw that they had Fire Sticks like for Black Friday sales for like $17.
Nice.
So I just got one and took it back.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So now I've got an extra one. I got to put it on.
That reminds me.
Office.
I was watching or listening to a podcast, and they were talking about the reason. One reason they're not 100% bought in on Disney Plus, and this is a Disney podcast. It's not one you all listen to, but they said the reason is because it's so hard to watch it. And I was like, what do you mean? It's super easy, you just turn on your Roku and it's right there. And they just didn't know what that was, because apparently a bunch of people commented on one of their episodes and said, well, you just need to get a Roku or a Fire Stick or something like that. So if anybody out there thinks you have to watch it on your phone, on your laptop, look into a Fire Stick or a Roku. Go to Amazon, Apple TV. There's plenty of easy ways. They don't have to add it to your Samsung TV or anything like that. If you have a Roku TV, it's there, of course. So let us know if you need
Our Samsung TV has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
that's
Samsung
good.
TV
that's
has
good.
it. PS4 has it.
There's plenty of ways to watch it. I'm sure
But
most
yeah,
of our
I
listeners
mean,
know,
right now-
but I just figured I'd throw it out there because I was surprised that people don't do these things, because I thought it was just everybody did a Roku or a Fire Stick or something. So, or Apple TV.
Yeah, but yeah, $17 for I mean, it's not the 4K one, but $17.
Yeah, it's fine. Most people don't have 4K TVs, so it's fine.
But so anyways, because we went to lunch on the way there, and because I hadn't seen The Mandalorian yet, I'm like, okay, first thing when we get to the hotel, we're watching The Mandalorian, season or chapter 10. And so we sit down at lunch, and the table next to us, next to us, you know how it is now. It's sort of like 6 feet away from us.
Yes.
Yeah. They were like, so The Mandalorian, what you guys? And I'm like, I didn't mean to say it out loud. I just went, shut up.
You did too. You meant to say it out loud. What are you talking about?
Oh, you totally meant to.
Jennifer was like, what? And I'm like, they just said Mandalorian. She's like, do we need to move tables?
Like, yes, restaurants. We're moving restaurants.
Yeah, we're going somewhere else. There's a Denny's over there. I'm sure nobody's talking about it in a Denny's. Anyway, so they actually left, probably because I told them to shut up.
I would
have. Yeah.
I don't think they heard me say shut up, but I was just like, shut up!
Get out!
Get out!
And then you threw something at him.
Yeah.
Threw your shoe.
Yeah,
Who throws a shoe?
Scurried away. So, but yeah, we stayed at a nice hotel or resort because it was like a buy one get one night free thing. People are struggling, and we were like the only people. There was like a couple other families there, and we had the restaurant there all by ourselves one night. We were the only people there, but they had these massive like water slides. I mean, like huge water slides that were taller than the resort. I mean, the resort was 3 stories tall.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or had 3 floors. So I guess it was sort of spread out. It was like on a golf course, that type of thing. Anyways, I went down it, and it was like super fast, and I sat up too soon and about knocked myself out.
No.
Yeah. So
that'll teach you to have fun.
Oh, and they had a lazy river that was not lazy.
Oh.
It was like if you took a wave pool and just put it in a lazy river, like there were waves in this lazy river, and we were like flying through the air and stuff. It was really.
Was this at a Gaylord?
That's cool.
No, it's like the Woodlands Resort.
Okay, because we're going to go to the Opryland Hotel in a couple weeks, and they have a indoor water park now, indoor and outdoor, and it's called Sound Waves, but they have a fast lazy river and then a slow lazy river. So I didn't know if it maybe was a similar company or whatever, but
I don't know. But it was like rocking and rolling. I did hit my head on that too.
Jeez. You have to start wearing a helmet.
Wow.
I know.
Like Mike Myers on
Anywhere
Saturday.
you go. I think I have a helmet on in the pool.
Dork. Geek.
Oh man.
This is for safety.
Yeah, this is for safety. But it was cool. It was really cool, but it was really like eerie and weird to be at this big, huge resort, and like basically like there was a handful of people staying there. Yeah. So that was strange and odd, but it was fun.
Good.
It was fun. We liked it. We went to like this artsy fartsy area one night to get dinner, and like where all the the cool people go to hang out down by the waterway or whatever.
Drink their drinks with their pinky out.
No, like sort of like that, like hipster.
Oh,
area,
man buns.
And so we go into this place that my wife wanted to go, and I sit down, and it's like, it's the rich mahogany wood, like it sort of looked like that. It was like this hipster, like all wood and like with the steampunk elements and all this stuff. Yeah. But I'm looking around at the clientele, and I'm like, what this place reminds me of. This has nothing to do with Mandalorian. I'm just talking, so you can tell me to be quiet anytime.
No,
she's like, what? I'm like, this looks like a place that a professor would bring one of his students to be like, let's discuss your paper,
Oh,
that type of place. And there was like professor like looking people sitting at the bar with these big beards, and I'm like, this is so funny. It looks like it's one of those places. And Jennifer's like, I'm a professor. And I'm like, oh, so you're bringing me here to discuss my paper?
Yeah, it's overdue. Maybe you can work something out.
Gross.
Like an extension on the paper.
I know.
It was just like
I don't want to hear
weird-
about an
it
extension
was
on a paper. Jeez,
Yeah,
making it worse.
it was a weird place, and they had, air quotes, live music, but it was really two people with an iPad, and they would, start the song and then sing.
What would they do?
Then they turn on these laser lights, and they like shoot me in the eyes.
Hmm.
Yes, elbow patches on all the sweaters. Somebody in our comments has said that. So tonight,
Even the elbow patches had elbow patches.
Yes. But that was our weekend. We had fun. But today, is it today or was it yesterday? Today or yesterday? The big drops happened.
For what?
The PS5 and the Xbox.
The Xbox was yesterday, I believe, and the PS5 was today.
So I'm sure you guys got both of them.
Oh yeah, I got like 5 or 6 of each. Just to,
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those people. Yeah, I didn't want them. I'm just putting them on eBay. No, I'm not doing that. No, I have seen pictures of people like taking a picture outside the store with like 3 or 4 of them, and then posting it on eBay. Like
$1,400 and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, like no, I can wait. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing about when a new system comes out. It's not like there's a ton of games that comes out for it, at launch. There's like 1 or 2 good games, but people are like crazy to get the system, and then you're like, you play that one game, and then you're like, well.
But these can play, or the PS5 can, no, the Xbox can play the older games, right? You could put 360 games in it.
They both can.
Yeah, okay.
For the most part.
Yeah, but everybody that's bought this system already has those systems sitting at home. But now they're like, I can play my PS4 on my PS5? This is amazing. I'm like, we already have a PS4.
But it's faster.
I mean,
and it's got a different controller.
It's shiny.
I'll get it at some point, but not soon.
Not for like a while.
Way down the road. Now we may be getting. My son doesn't listen to this podcast because.
Oh, good. Because we say bad things.
He's 5 years old. We may be getting them
You do talk badly about him a lot.
Getting him a Switch. So I'm just now catching up to the Switch thing. The Nintendo Switch. So because there's some Black Friday deal with the Switch, I think.
Yes.
But don't tell anybody because I don't want them to buy them all.
Well, don't worry, nobody's listening. So it's
Oh my goodness. Anyways, so that was a big drop today. One of our friends of the show, Kerry Gordon, I think he got a PS5.
Nice.
Wow.
I saw him yesterday. And he said, if you want me to come on and talk about the PS5, then yeah. I'm like, well, maybe we will.
Maybe we will.
Since you have it and have first-hand experience.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm trying to think. I haven't heard any. I think I heard something about there was a problem with the PS5 already. Something bad. Something happened. That's another reason I don't buy them straight out the gate. Anyways, but also today is the 1-year anniversary of little somebody we know.
Oh.
Do you know
who? No.
No.
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
You said somebody. And we don't know them.
I just said that to throw you off. It's Disney Plus's 1-year anniversary. So let's really fast, looking back at Disney Plus over this year. What have been your ups and downs, or your favorites or least favorites of the thing?
It's good.
I like it.
Moving on. So next,
there's Goldblum, of course, the Jeff Goldblum show. It's I can't wait for more of that. The I wouldn't say anything's been a really disappointment necessarily.
All shows.
Yeah, like that's kind of like, and I saw that they're apparently moving WandaVision to January now.
Yep.
But Artemis Fowl is okay. I'm a fan of the books.
Artemis Fowl was supposed to be a theatrical release.
Yes.
And they switched it over.
And I'm a fan of the books, so that one really kind of was like, they could have done better.
It was sort of like after Mandalorian season 1, after Jeff Goldblum, after
Imagineer.
the Imagineer
Or whatever
story,
it's called.
it was sort of like, what do you do now? Because they sort of had everything out at once, and then it was just like dead for a while.
Yeah.
For a long time, actually. As far as new, cool shows. There was some other new shows that came out that weren't that good.
Forky Ask a Question.
Oh, well, but that came out.
Yeah, it came out with
Everything else
launch
came out.
too. Yeah, I know you're right. Yeah.
So the whole pandemic, I think, just messed everything up.
Yeah, but it suffered that at the beginning even. I mean, January, everybody's like, what do we do now? You know, it's but our family's enjoyed it because there's been a lot of shows and movies that we've maybe not watched in a long time or never watched. One of the things my family really enjoyed is the vet shows that they have on there. I think we talked about before, like Dr. Oakley and
me.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching those either.
I'm just saying but it's so we've watched those a lot. Like I think those are actually on the National Geographic channel, part of that, you know.
Yeah.
So we've enjoyed it, and my son's almost every day watches something on it. But again, a lot of the old movies that they continue to add. Like I've never watched Treasure Island or whatever. That's it, Treasure Island. So we watched it.
Yeah,
I was trying to think if that was the name of it or not, but it is.
Yeah, we put on like Black Hole, I think. And some of the older stuff. Of course, then like there was like the Clone Wars, which was great.
Yeah, that's true. That was really good.
That's I need to finish that. I started it.
And Soul's coming out at Christmas, right?
Mulan.
Mulan
will come out, I think, around then too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So more movies that were supposed to be in the theaters. Is Soul coming out just to watch, or is Soul coming out to pay me $30?
I think it'll be the pay me $30 first.
Yeah, I won't be watching that.
No. Nope. Like Mulan, I will be waiting.
Yeah.
Until it's included in what I'm already paying for.
There's a lot of theaters where you could spend $100 and have the theater all yourself right now.
Yeah.
That is true.
Which is sort of cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, if we live closer, the video game thing's sort of intriguing. You bring your own system. So that's sort of like, right. But they'll hook it up, I guess, to the projector. Now, I'm wondering if it's like the big projector.
They bring out a little thing on a cart.
It's like, it's like, and it's only like a little bit of the screen. Oh, there's no premium on Soul. We have in the comments here.
Oh, good.
Wow.
It's included.
I guess they learned their lesson.
Yeah, Vance said that Right Stuff is good. I haven't got to watch The Right Stuff yet.
The Right Stuff. Oh, I thought that was just the movie, The Right Stuff. That's the series. Oh, cool.
No, there's a series.
Awesome.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I didn't realize it.
The Muppets Now was okay. It had its moments.
Yeah.
Muppet Show.
I'm really looking to the Marvel things, but I guess since they're tied into the movies, they're just going to keep pushing them back until the movies can come out.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know. Movie theaters may be dead. That's bad to say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It could be a long time before that gets back on track. We shall see. Anyway, so Disney Plus. We watch it every day with the kids.
Yeah.
The kids watched Swiss Family Robinson the other day.
Good.
Nice.
Did you know there's 2 versions of it on there?
I don't think I did.
There's a G version and a PG version.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Risque.
Yeah. Gonna be watching that PG version.
They say, darn it.
I don't exactly know what the difference is.
You know,
they show some ankle in that one.
Something I learned recently is that the movie Airplane is a PG movie.
Back in those days.
Isn't that crazy to think that? Because it has at least one part that I know of that is not PG. So,
well, if it was it Goonies, it was the first PG-13.
Goonies was with the first PG-13.
I don't know. It was something like that. It was something like that. It was some movie like that. It was going to be rated R, so the filmmakers were like, we need a new system, and they came up with PG-13.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, that Airplane should have been at least PG-13, probably. But
yeah, some of those older movies, it's surprising.
Yeah. The What If Marvels. Yeah, that hasn't come out yet. And
never mind. It was Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze that started the PG.
Yeah. Chadwick Boseman's last performance as is going to be in. If he was Star-Lord,
That's cool.
I know this.
Yes,
that's cool. I mean, it's sad that it's his last performance, but
yeah,
it's cool that they're going to have it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall we get into the main dish here? The Mandalorian.
I am full on appetizers and bread. Let's move on.
If you notice, if you're watching the video version of this, I'm surrounded by
hints.
Spoilers
without context, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers without context for the.
And we will be talking spoilers.
Yes.
If
you're listening or watching, now is the time to hit pause if you've not watched episodes 1 and 2.
You know, if you want to hear our voices more than you want to see the Mandalorian, we'll just tell you everything that happens. You don't have to bother watching.
It's like the Cliff Notes version with comedy.
Yeah. A long time ago in a galaxy.
First, you got to do the glowing helmets.
Oh yeah,
all the helmets.
Yeah. I love that intro. It's so cool. It makes you wonder. It's like, are these going to be the other Star Wars stories? You know, and probably not. But it looks cool.
Probably not.
Never know.
What do you mean the other Star Wars stories?
Like other shows.
Other shows, because like they show these pictures of all those helmets.
Well, I think all of those have already been in movies.
Yeah, but it's still interesting that it's on this.
Yeah, it is
platform. You know,
Disney had to do their own version of it,
like the Marvel thing.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so we will start with Mandalorian season 2, chapter 9, which is confusing to everybody.
I call it episode 1 and 2.
What about 1 through 8? That's what our parents said. Well, we haven't watched 1 through 8 yet. I'm like, well, we're just trying to confuse you. 1 through 8 is season 1, and now chapter 9 picks up season 2. Season 2 picks up with chapter 9 instead of episode 1. It's chapter 9. They like to confuse you.
Yeah, it's the man trying to keep us down.
Yeah, if you the R5 head is the best.
Yeah, that was a comment in the chat, and I thought that's what I noticed as well, and thought the same thing, Winchester.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm getting off track here. If you want a recap of season 1, we should have an episode.
Oh, go back. Man, it's an epic episode too.
Yes. Go back and find it back in the archives.
One of our most listened episodes, I believe.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sure this one will be right up there. Now we will be doing later on, as the Mandalorian goes along, maybe towards the end of the season, we'll be doing a big, huge episode where we'll discuss the whole season. Our good friend Ray Chase is going to be on. Maybe some other guests. Ooh. I don't know. We'll do a big round table. Since we don't really have movies, because we used to do these big round tables with these blockbuster movies that come out. There isn't any. So we'll do a big round table episode on season 2 of The Mandalorian, which will be chapters 9 through. Do we know how many there are?
Hope a lot.
8?
I hope there's a lot.
Of them? I think there's 8.
Is there 8? So you do the math.
Depressing
chapter
already.
9 through whatever.
16.
Who knows?
We good with math here.
I'm no good with math here at all. All right, so it opens up. No, we're not going to go through frame by frame, but overall, we'll just start with overall. You're coming from season 1, where it was a big blockbuster. Everybody, I know what Chris is going to say. I'm going to slap him through the computer. So you come from this big blockbuster of season 1, and you come in expecting. Did you come in before it started? Before season 2 started, did you come in expecting it's going to just keep ramping up and get better, or were you a little hesitant, it may be good, but how are they going to top last season?
So I read an article and somebody made that point of, they have a lot to live up to or to try to beat the previous season. Like season 1 was so good, you're being introduced to all these new things and old things as well. Yeah. And it's like, how can they top that? And how can it be as good as this? So until I read that, I didn't feel that way. But then when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, this may not be good. Oh no. And so yeah, but I was like, well, it'll be fine. It's going to be good either way.
Yeah,
it's got to be. So
yeah. Chris, did you feel the same way, or? Yeah, here it goes.
I thought it was good.
No, that wasn't even the question.
You're supposed to ask.
I phrased the question in such a way that answer would not make sense. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
So
clever.
I still thought it was
I'm
good.
A clever girl. Did you have the expectation that it's going to get better, or we may be a little disappointed?
I had feelings.
You're a jerk.
Yeah, I mean, I had with any movie or show or anything, when going to the second season, I'm always a little wary.
Yeah.
That, like, did they really plan out something, or they just had this idea for this thing, they did it, and then the executive's like, we want more, and they're like, we weren't planning more.
Well, and two, one of the things that the article said that I read was that there's a danger of the child being too much of the focus, right? The name of the show is The Mandalorian, right? But all of a sudden, everybody is child crazy, right? In a good way. And so it could ruin it, because I think I'm more into it because of The Mandalorian. I care less about the child, honestly. It's a neat little side story, but it's like I'd rather stick to this other thing, you know. So, but it could be a big part of the story, of the big Star Wars story. We don't know yet. I mean, there's all these theories out there about it.
Do you think that the child's popularity has sort of petered off a little bit? Because if you go to any store and you go to the Star Wars section, the only thing you will find there is the child basically being a peg.
Yeah.
You know, they're everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
trying to catch up. They couldn't really advertise him for the first season, so they're going nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's like nuts. The picture in my background. It's like, man, that came out right after the episode. Yeah. Of course, they knew that it was going to happen, so they could make it. But it still is just weird. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, it's.
Now I wonder when Funko got he's got a picture of the child with the egg container.
Yep.
Spoilers. Remember, there's going to be spoilers.
Yeah.
I wonder if when Funko got the design, if they told him what it was, or if they're like, what the heck is this thing?
It's a gumball machine?
Apparently he likes gumballs. I don't know.
Anyways, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yes.
So do you think, and I thought, you know, I was hopeful that season 2 would just keep going, that it would just keep building and stuff, and not. So were you guys, after watching the first episode of season 2, were you like, okay, this is going to keep going, or were you like, well, we'll see where it goes?
Yeah, I had the same feelings of, like, I'm watching a continuing story that is just as good. The only thing that bugged me, and I said this last week or the week before, whenever it was the music was weird to me in the first episode. It wasn't that way in the second, but I thought that was odd, and I was like, oh gosh, what happened to the music, you know? And I was talking to another friend, and he when I mentioned it, he was like, yeah, that was kind of weird, but I don't know. He was another musician, and so maybe certain people don't notice those things. I don't know, but it was I don't know, but it was fine. I mean, otherwise, it was just this one part where they're coming into Tatooine. He's flying in, and it's like this triumphant return kind of music, and you're just like,
oh yeah,
it was just weird. Sort of weird. But it's otherwise, I mean, it was great.
I think that's just the music that plays over the loudspeakers.
It probably is. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, they want people to feel like they're in this tropical oasis, I guess, and instead of
everybody gets a theme song on Tatooine, and when you arrive, it plays the theme song at the top of what's going on.
But otherwise, it was great. The main story of what happened was just like, again, it felt like it kept on with the greatness, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was good. It definitely, I mean, it felt like a slowdown, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, the last few episodes really ramped up in season 1, so it definitely was a slower episode, like slower paced. It had, I mean, of course, over the episode it built up, but overall felt a little slower to me.
So there was a comment just now about they also changed the aspect ratio to give it more cinematic feel, right? And there was that one part where all of a sudden it went to widescreen, really, like, or letterbox, I should say.
Yeah, with the crate dragon stuff.
Yeah,
right?
or something. It was like, what in the world? But
the crate dragon's so big. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
It's the only way
is this
it's
to
in
scale?
The crate dragon's contract that he can only be shown in that ratio.
Yep. We'll get. If you don't know who the crate dragon is, we'll get to that in a minute.
Wow.
Like sort of the backstory. So of course he goes in. He goes into this wrestling arena, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an underground fighting arena. Yeah.
With some familiar characters.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. The green guys.
The green guys. I know. I was trying to think of they're from Jedi.
The Gamorrean guards.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Gamorreans, or however you say it. I've always mispronounced Star Wars.
What were they hitting each other with? There were axes, but it looked like they would flash every time they hit each other with them. Were they?
Yeah, like vibro axes, probably.
Okay.
That's type
whatever that is.
Sorry. Like there's a knife that the Mandalorian carries. It's a vibro blade.
Ah. There you go.
When his knife, and you see it shake, it looks like it's going.
Oh, it comes back to the Flash.
Stick.
We come back to the Flash. It's a
the Flash. We're back at the Flash. So on season, the new season of the Flash. No.
Was it Phased or Phased? I don't know.
I think the one-eyed guy that he talks to, he's not that character, but his race is in the New Hope in the the Cantina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was voiced by none other than John Leguizamo.
I was wondering. I couldn't figure it out. And yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so that whole scene was cool. I think, of course, we saw it in the trailer, so it sort of, gave that scene away. But when he's getting ready to basically just tear into him, he just looks at him and is like, nope, I'm out. And he closes the cover over him.
Yeah.
That was just hilarious. That was hilarious.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's funny.
And then, of course, he goes into Mandalorian, just goes off on everybody and basically takes everybody out in there, which was a really cool scene to basically start off the new season, I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, of course, he goes to Tatooine to meet up with, I forget the character's name. She's the...
Oh. Pelly?
Yeah.
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 The fuzzy head or curly head lady.
Fuzzy head lady.
Curly head
so
lady.
My family.
Amy Sedaris.
Amy Sedaris. I was like, what? When I saw that in IMDb, but so I have a miniature poodle, right? And
named Amy Sedaris.
No, but my son Sedaris, whatever. My son said that she looks like our dog, or whatever, or our dog looks like her, I guess, because her hair is like that. So it's funny, but it's she's funny. So she's a great character, I think.
Yeah, she's good. So they're looking for. So basically, that's one of my little props back here behind me. He's looking for another Mandalorian. She points him to a place, and she brings out an R5 droid to show a map.
Is his motivator broken?
Well, it could be wrong. It could just be we're reading anything into things. But he had the same burn marks on his
Yeah, I
head
think it is.
as the one from
Yes.
New Hope.
Yeah.
Supposedly it is the same one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought when I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's the same one from New Hope.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Yeah.
That was really cool.
And supposedly in the prequels, somewhere in the background on Tatooine, you can see that same droid
Oh, really?
rolling
Awesome.
around. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I just love all these little callbacks.
There were so
Yeah.
many.
they have. Yeah.
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 And there is in this episode, we'll get to it later. There is a Easter egg from Galaxy's Edge.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's sort of like a call out or a not it. Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll get to that.
I think. Yeah.
Anyways, so she sends him to find this other Mandalorian, and we find out that it's Boba Fett.
What?
No, not really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not really.
What did you think about how they did this? How they set this up? When he walks through, and you see the famous armor.
It's like, man, he's
thought,
skinny
that's
and
not
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw the
that's
armor,
not-
I'm like, that's Boba Fett's armor.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but that's not Boba Fett.
It doesn't fit him.
No, that's swagger.
A diet. Yeah, that's swagger.
Yeah.
But I was so excited to see that actor in this role.
Yeah.
I think-
Yes, I was happy. I'd forgotten he was supposed to be in this season. And then when this helmet came
Timothy-
off, I was like, oh, Timothy Oliphant.
Yes, I love him and everything he's done. He's just funny and
And so, yeah, he played basically the same role on everything he's done.
except for Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, and Scary Movie too,
Scary movie too.
which he was excellent in. I watched that again recently. So fun. But like he's not the only He's not the only actor from Deadwood, as well.
The guy behind the bar.
The bartender who played
Yeah.
the bartender in Deadwood.
Nice.
It's really funny.
I thought
They
that was
did that
funny.
on purpose, put them together again. But yeah, so I thought that was because there's there's been all these like rumors and stuff like Boba Fett's going to be there, Boba Fett's coming, and then they hit you first thing with, nope, like it's Boba Fett's armor, but it's not Boba Fett.
Aw.
And so I'm sure there were people like, no, that's Boba Fett before he took the helmet off. But I'm like, there's no way. I knew that wasn't Boba Fett.
Yes, but he does play a character from one of the books. I believe one of the Star Wars.
He's been in other stuff.
That
yeah,
Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
I forget what exactly he was in. I pulled it up earlier to look at it. Let's see. I don't think I have it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, this is compelling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyways, he's been in something else.
That's fine.
Yeah, he was in one of the books or comic. It was the novel Aftermath, Star Wars novel Aftermath.
There you go.
And it basically kind of told his story, which kind of incorporates kind of what he tells you in the episode
Yeah.
about how he came by the armor and who he is.
Does that story line up the same, similar? Or?
There are apparently some discrepancies.
Yeah.
But you could chalk it up to him telling the story to like how he wants people to hear it because he kind of betrayed someone in order to get the armor
Yeah.
a little bit. And if he told that to the
Right.
Mandalorian who he's trying to, like befriend, then he may not trust him.
Right.
So.
Which brings up a good point because the rocket pack that he has, Boba Fett's was damaged, and there's pictures now that you can see his armor or his rocket pack versus Boba Fett's, and where it's been fixed on it.
Ah.
So it's like, did the Jawas fix it? Did somebody else have this armor before him and fix it? Did he fix it? But if he fixed it, why didn't he fix other parts of it? So it's sort of like, is he telling the Mandalorian the full truth about how he got the armor, or is there something he's keeping? Which I hope they bring him back at some point.
And Timothy Oliphant is a well-known liar.
Huh.
So
There you go.
No.
You never know. Is that even his real name?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's Timothy Elephant.
Elephants.
Yeah.
Elephants.
But they were going to basically battle to the death, and whoever was alive at the end would keep the armor. But then,
yeah, that's hardcore right there.
Yeah, the ground started rumbling, and the crate dragon makes his appearance again. And when did the crate dragon first make his appearance? Anyone? Bueller?
No,
Anyone?
I don't know.
It was Star Wars, the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah. New
Oh
Hope.
yeah.
New Hope. Yeah.
Okay.
It was just
But
a
it was
skeleton.
just a skeleton, which was actually a prop from like a 1975 Disney movie or something like that.
Yeah, something weird.
That they repurposed, and apparently it's still there. They just left it there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like it covered up, and some archaeologists like found it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's this? And then they realized, oh, this isn't real.
Aw.
But isn't that cool and that's supposedly what the sound that Obi-Wan makes to scare off the Tuscan Raiders was the sound of the Great Dragon.
Oh man.
Episode.
There you go.
This all comes back together.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a crate dragon! Run from me!
I'm hungry. Give me.
I'm gonna eat you!
I don't think that's what it sounded like.
It's great!
So is it spelled the same way? And I should know this, but as Crate, the planet or whatever, where they?
No,
I didn't think so. I was like, that's interesting.
It's spelled K-R.
AYT, I think is.
AYT.
Yeah. So how's it spelled on the other?
I think it's K-R-A-I-T, but I don't really know because I don't believe in that movie.
I know that's why I didn't refer to it with a name.
Or no, it may be spelled C-R-A-I-T.
I think it's with a C because I've seen it before. So I thought that was interesting. It had a similar name, but whatever.
But that thing was huge. I mean,
Yeah, that was bigger than I thought it would be.
yeah,
compared to the skeleton that you.
yeah,
see.
that was like a baby one, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause this thing was massive. I guess it was so big that it ate the Sarlacc from the Sarlacc pit, which is because it was living where the Sarlacc was.
Yeah.
So it ate it.
And then chased Beetlejuice.
Yes. Which I've seen a baby Sarlacc, what it actually looks like at Galaxy's Edge. You can see one in this container. You saw it, didn't you, Adrian?
I'm sure.
Did you see it?
I think I have a picture of it actually. Is it in Doc Ondar's or?
Yeah.
I took a picture of it.
So it looks like this big. It looks sort of like from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oogie Boogie.
Oh, the baby.
The body of the Sarlacc looks like Oogie Boogie a little bit. Just the body. It's sort of like looks like a sack sort of.
Well.
Whoa. Boba Fett.
What have we here?
Anyway, so it takes over the cave of the Sarlacc or the pit of the Sarlacc or whatever.
I felt so sorry for those Tuscan Raiders though. I was like, man, this running out there and trying to bring it out, and they're trying to get away. And...
Yeah, but it gave sort of.
It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine.
God,
this episode gave some humanity
to
the Tuscan Raiders.
I mean, I hated them before.
Weird creatures.
Yeah.
And they actually hired actual hearing impaired person to come up with the sign language.
I saw that.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
So you probably knew this, Ryan, because I know you're all-knowing of Star Wars.
No, not all-knowing.
But there is a Tuscan Raider that became a Jedi.
Yes.
I thought that was interesting.
His name was Phil.
He only has one hand though, because when he went up to like do his like yell, he should grab the staff.
I mean, he has to. That's what happens. Yeah.
So, it's like,
and nobody really still knows what the Tuscan Raiders actually look like under the mask because they've been portrayed different ways in different media, but there's not been an official canon look to him, I don't think.
Yeah.
All look like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? But I'm glad that the Mandalorians sort of like knew their language and we actually see them communicate, and it's not just them running in and, popping up in front of your telescope thing.
Yeah, we talked about that before, yeah.
Yeah, we got to see their dogs again.
Yes, that was cool. When those dogs came, I'm like, oh, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Who's coming around that corner?
And apparently, I didn't notice this. I read it that they traveled single file, like all
yes,
the people did.
they always travel single file.
You don't know the numbers.
You don't know the numbers. Yep, this is true. Anyway, so the Crate Dragon, they end up killing it. Mando uses a trick he learned from Han Solo to get Cobb to fly away. Pretty much he did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the jetpack and it shot off.
Yeah.
Just a little callback to Return of the Jedi. And then he sacrificed himself, or so we thought. Wouldn't it be funny if he actually did sacrifice himself?
That was it. And then the rest of the time, we follow around Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that, I think. Just him and the child. What are you doing, baby?
They did, like, I thought their plan was going to be to, like, pile up, like, one of those elephant creatures with all the bombs and was just going to eat it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, like, that was the plan to begin
with.
with.
Plan.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, we're just going to bury it and blow it up underneath.
And here's the thing. Why did they bury it so far away from the freaking cave?
Yeah.
Like, we got to wait till it gets all the way out here so it can eat us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to really bury it in the first place necessarily. Cause does it know what they
I'm not going near those bombs.
Oh, hey, guys. Oh, wait a minute.
Because
I know what this is.
Yeah. It would make more sense for us just to eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Which is apparently in a video game, that's how you defeated it. There's like a video game that, a Star Wars video game, that one of the quests was to take down a crate dragon and you get the big pearl as a reward.
we need to talk about the pearl.
And that's how you do it.
Were you guys so after they kill it, the Tuscan Raiders get this what looks like a pearl out of it. Were you guys confused about that when you saw it?
I mean, I thought it was an egg.
I thought it was like a pearl because I just thought it was like a oyster type thing, like it's eating all this sand, so it develops pearls in its belly or something.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I thought. Apparently, it's just a pearl that helps with its digestion or something.
Yeah, but the pearl can power a lightsaber, and has powered lightsabers before.
The giant lightsaber.
The pearl can power just like a kyber crystal can power a lightsaber. This great pearl can power.
Sounds like a crystal you should make.
I know. I should make a Crate Dragon crystal, which next Friday my crystal goes on sale. Just
nice.
So you know, the 20th. My crystal I have right here.
Get ready to roll in all that cash.
I hope I sell it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You'll be surprised.
I'll be surprised. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool that they brought back they put that Easter egg, if you want to, Easter pearl out there, so everybody could see. But they didn't really explain it, so it was only for the people that was sort of in the know.
Yeah,
because I'm seeing most people are like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
It took me a second. I was like, "What are they doing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
And one reason I thought it was an egg because they were super excited to get it, right? And I was like, "What do they eat?" You know, it's like this could be what they like to eat because there was an egg and that other thing that they killed.
Those are Jawas.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like it could be a big egg, and they feed them for days.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, they did get feed
the meat.
They got that meat.
Yeah, they got a ton of meat.
Yeah, that's gross.
And the Mandalorian took some back with him.
Yeah.
And
like, I'll take some of those.
Here's the call at the Galaxy's Edge. How did they roast the meat?
I know.
How?
With a pod racer.
With pod racing engine, just like they do at Ronto's Roasters.
Supposedly.
Galaxy's Edge. They have a big pod racer engine.
And, speaking of pod racer, though,
yes.
Did you notice COD? Was it Vance? Whatever. Timothy Oliphant. I don't know.
Cobb Vance.
Cobb Vance.
His pod racing.
Cod.
Cobb. Right?
Yeah, it's probably Cobb, but Cod.
Todd.
Todd. You know Todd? Did you see his speeder bike that he was riding? What it was made of? Good old Todd.
Part of a pod racer.
Yeah, but what pod racer specifically though? Because
Little
It
orphan
looked a
Annie.
lot like little Annie's pod racer.
Yeah, little orphan Annie's pod racer.
Aw.
It looked like it. I don't know if it was or not. That speeder bike that Mando has is from something. I just drew a blank. That was an Easter egg too.
Huh.
I think that was in something
Star
else.
Wars?
No, well, no, Star Trek. No, Star Wars, but I forget.
Mary Poppins.
Hey, we watched
Somebody in the comments could probably tell.
we watched Mary Poppins this week. Both of the movies again.
Most of the shows,
Shut
huh?
up.
You know, there's
Both
shows.
of the movies. Shut your mouth.
You watch them moving pictures.
My son likes the
That's
second
hot.
one better. I had to set him straight though.
Yeah, some sure. Yeah. Anyways, so that's pretty much chapter 9. Overall, did you guys enjoy it?
It was good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Man, you left out the
So
the best part.
So at the ending, he's got the Mandalorian armor, or Boba Fett's armor. He's got it on his bike. He's riding out of town, I guess you want to call it that. You see
Jango Fett.
the two suns in the sky.
Yeah.
The
Two
sunset.
guys
You're like,
hanging out the side.
and you're like, oh, it's it's Tatooine's two sunsets, and then you see this figure walking across the sand, and he turns his face, and who is it?
Aquaman's father.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it's Captain Rex.
Captain Rex.
He could be so many.
Yeah,
characters.
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, who is it? We don't know.
But it's most likely Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Little worse.
What if that's the only scene in the whole season 2
No.
of him? That's it. That was all the hype was about.
I wouldn't mind it if the rest of the season you don't see him whatsoever.
Because people would be
And
so
then,
mad.
the last bit is him showing up to collect his armor, and that's it. And so the next season, the next season is about him
No, I think the last scene should just be him walking the other way. Just turn around going, where am I? Oh, no, this way. Yeah, but I mean, it looks like he's been sort of a nomad on Tatooine, so the Mandalorian's left Tatooine, so if he meets up, either Mandalorian has to come back and they meet up there, or somehow he gets off Tatooine and goes to find his armor. Which, I mean, he's had it. Hasn't had his armor for this long. Does he want it back even?
Maybe he didn't know where it was.
Maybe. And he just happened to see. Oh, look, there's my.
Yeah, he just happened to be out there.
Yeah,
he's been following him.
He had raised that crate dragon from a little crate dragon.
Oh,
that was his buddy.
Poor thing.
That's his friend.
And they killed him. So now he's out for revenge.
Anyways, so that was chapter 9. Overall, you liked it? Did it meet the expectations? I'm sitting you up. So go ahead.
I thought it was good.
Okay,
great.
All right, we can move on.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
I liked it.
It was good. Oh.
I don't know that I was wowed necessarily with it as much as I was the first, but it was fine. I mean, it kept it up. Like I said earlier, I mean, I'm not going back on what I said. It was still entertaining. It was kept the story moving, and I thought it was good. But definitely like the second one better, I think. So.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I like chapter 9 better than chapter 10 personally.
Hey, that's your opinion.
I think you're both wrong, and I like them equally.
There you go.
No, I mean they were both great. Don't get me wrong, they were both great. But I felt like chapter 10 was a filler episode. It'll probably change.
Yeah, no, it's
probably
like,
something that, but it felt like just a random side quest.
But it could be something big. You never know. So
yeah, it could be. You never know.
I mean, the first season had kind of random side quests.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
as well.
It's like a video game. Mm-hmm. Except in these side quests, he doesn't get new armor out of it.
Upgraded weapons, different colors.
So the next one is chapter 10. It's called The Passenger, and it stars. You may have seen her in such great movies as that one with the frog in it. I couldn't think of a movie with the frog in it.
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
The Muppets.
The Muppets. Anyways, it's
What's eating Gilbert Grape? I don't know.
Random frog lady, which our father was like, well, they just have some weird characters.
That kind of sums up Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. But so he's still looking for more Mandalorians. He gets a tip from our poodle-haired lady, as Katrin likes to call, that there's somebody that knows where more Mandalorians are, and it happens to be this frog lady. And she said, there's only one thing, you got to take her to there. But no
light speed or whatever.
No light speed. Sublight.
Yeah.
Like you only go sublight.
Yeah.
And he throws a tantrum. Well, I don't want to go sublight.
Well,
he likes to go fast.
He's running from the law, right? So,
yeah.
Or the other bounty hunters.
It's dangerous to go light speed because of
pirates.
But
it'll kill the eggs, and these are the last eggs
of
the frog race.
Of this frog lady.
Of this frog lady. It's if these die, it's the end of her line.
Poor thing.
Yeah, and her husband, for some reason, went off already to this other planet to set up shop, basically.
Those frog men.
Mm-hmm.
Do their own thing. Anyways, okay, so they go on this road trip, if you want to call it, to this other planet. But then they run into some X-Wings. The X-Wings basically say,
hey,
what are you doing out here? Who are you? And I thought that was a funny scene. It was it reminded me of the Han Solo scene when they're in when they're rescuing Princess Leia.
Everything's fine here.
Everything's fine here. Everything's fine.
How are you?
Yeah, how are you? Because he was just sort of like, I don't know. I can't find that.
I can't find it.
Yeah. I can't find it.
It's not hooked up.
May the force be with you.
I thought that was really funny.
May the force
and
be
also
with
you.
So they want him to basically fess up, and he just flies off onto this snowy planet where he's chased. Another snowy planet.
And it's either snow or sand.
Yeah. Or there's the random
or swamp. Yeah.
Greenery places.
So
go ahead.
Well, you don't forget that one of the X-Wing pilots is the director, right?
Yeah, Dave Filoni. He's one of the directors.
Of that episode.
One of the producers.
I'm sorry.
He's directed.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he directed one eepisode or two, maybe from the first season.
Yeah.
But he's the creative director behind like Star Wars, Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Rebels.
So I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was cool that he was one of them, but they chase him down. Well, they try to chase him down, but they lose him in the ice, and then you think we're good to go, and the whole ship falls to the ice.
Of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it gets damaged where it can't fly right then, but it can fly later.
Yeah, he got it to fly really easily.
Yeah.
That was a weird part.
Much to fix it.
Because he's like, well, we're stuck here. You happy, And then all of a sudden he's like, let me turn it on. It's like, what? How convenient is that?
Gotta fix this big hole. We can just leave the hole and we can all stay up here.
Well, I mean, he rebuilt the whole ship before, so I mean,
that's true. But
this sort of skipping ahead, but I'm still trying to figure out how he replaced all the glass that got broken in the cockpit so fast.
Well, it didn't really break in the cockpit. It was cracking.
No. The giant spider, which we'll get to in a minute, put two of its legs through the glass of the cockpit.
Oh,
because you see it go down by his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm like, does he just have extra glass laying around, or how'd that work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, glass. Yeah.
Anyway, so he's trying to fix the ship after she gives him a hard time by talking through the droid that he killed in season 1, which was a little creepy.
Voiced by Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
From IT Crowd.
Yeah.
It has a great travel show if you want to watch.
Yes, he does. Anyway, so the frog lady decides she wants to go hot tubbing in the middle of the snow.
As one does.
And finds a hot spring. And all the while, the child is stealing her eggs and eating them.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
You would think that she would, because this is the last of her, lineage, that she would like know how many eggs that she has and be like very protective. But she's just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw my eggs in the back, and then she gets it back and she puts them all in the hot tub. So either she doesn't know how many eggs she has, or she doesn't care about some of her eggs.
That species can't count.
I guess, because he keeps taking the eggs, and she's just sort of like, whatever.
Yeah,
is what it is.
And maybe he can sense evil in some of the eggs, and that's why he's eating the evil eggs.
There's a fan theory that there's a channel called Ordinary Adventures that I watch sometimes on YouTube, and one of the guy on there, Peter, has a fan theory that he didn't eat them, that he's protecting some of the eggs, and later on in another episode when the canister gets broken, it's his theory that he'll regurgitate them and be like, here's your eggs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think it'll happen. I'm just saying that's like
he murdered those.
Well, in the first season, he ate a frog, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just
the spiders.
That's what he loves.
He didn't chew. As Winchester says in the comments, he didn't chew them up. He just swallowed them. So,
well, I mean, maybe that's
suck them down.
A delicacy.
That's how he likes his eggs.
He's a fan of boba tea. Loves boba.
So then we're at the hot tub. The child, being the child, goes and finds the eggs from aliens.
Mm-hmm. Xenomorphs,
yeah. Pries one of those bad boys open and eats the inside of it. He'll eat anything.
Yeah.
And
he's a hungry growing fella.
And we find out that, and I'm going to mispronounce, so just in the comments or whatever, you can just tell me how to mispronounce it. The Krykna spider like creatures. Krykna, I don't know. Krykna. Which I have one right here that somebody gave to me from Galaxy's Edge. So I had when it popped on the screen, I was like, I have one of those. And they look like spiders. And our mother, who is here, is terrified of spiders.
Yes.
So I'd already seen the episode. They hadn't seen it, so we were watching it, and I was like, now there might be a part of this you don't want to watch. And she said, as long as it's not snakes or spiders, I'm good. And I go, well,
not snakes.
So, of course, what's the first thing I do? I go to my office, I grab the spider, and I put it in their bed before they get in bed.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. Give our parents a heart attack.
So we hear something up. My dad and I are still sitting downstairs, and we hear something, and then she comes stomping down the stairs. It's handed to me. She's like, "What are you doing to me?" So, yeah. So they're saying there's a bunch of baby ones, and then the mama comes out, and the mama is.
Did I freeze or
huge?
Yeah, it's huge.
And mad.
Yeah, and mad.
Hey.
So it comes out huge and mad and very hungry, I guess, because what else are they going to eat on this snow planet?
Ice.
Yeah, ice. So they start chasing in a cool scene through the tunnels.
Cool.
Yep. Ron and Harry are running through the forest to get away from.
Why he didn't keep that flame thing on the whole time and just like aim it behind him, just flame that bad boy up.
How did he not burn the ship up though? Right, like at that part where he's burning them all. It's a movie, right, or a show.
What I thought was interesting.
Harry Potter. It's fun.
Yeah, the Krykna, whatever. They're based off of Ralph McQuarrie drawings that he did for creatures for Empire Strikes Back, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It didn't make it into the movie. I thought that was cool.
We just had a comment in the chat that says, we love McQuarrie concept art coming to life, though. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I love at the end of the episodes they show the artwork, the concept drawings for and that was really cool.
These creatures have also appeared in an episode of Rebels, where they had to try to survive the spiders.
Something different.
I think it was these. I'm pretty sure. You can Google it.
I think they're based off that, but they're different because they have a different number of legs and they're called something different.
Oh, now we're gonna look.
The mystery of Chopper Base, because Kryknas are blaster proof and only have 6 legs.
Oh no, they were not blaster proof.
No,
in this episode,
not at all.
And I was wrong. I remembered wrong. Oh well.
It's okay. I'm here to correct you and make you.
Yeah.
I got one Star Wars question comment wrong.
Well,
then why are they in the Star Wars Rebels wiki?
I don't know.
I remember them from. Yeah, they were in there. I mean, they look exactly the same.
Lucasfilm creative art manager Phil Szostak confirmed they weren't the Krykna from the Mystery of Chopper Base, because Kryknas are blaster proof and only have 6 legs.
How many does this thing have? How many did that one have on there? This has 6.
I don't know, 8. I don't know.
The one I have here has 6, and it looks just like the one from the show.
I guess that they're similar.
I don't know. I think people are just being weird. Because this is the one from the Ralph McQuarrie. Yeah, based off early concept art.
I don't know.
It's on the internet, Ryan.
It's on the internet. The internet's never wrong.
Well, I'm on the internet too, and it's telling me something different.
Whoa. Your internet's wrong. My internet's right.
Boys.
I'm on Ask Jeeves. What are you on?
iamDB.
Well,
they're all about the movies and shows.
Star Wars Rebels Fandom.com.
Oh, well.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's a
really
spider.
Doesn't.
It's a spider in the snow. So what did you think? I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably knew that when the blaster, they make it back to the Raven Crest, and then you see this mysterious blaster fire. Did you know it was the X-Wings?
I wasn't sure.
I actually wasn't sure. I didn't really know if
maybe
I wasn't
somebody
even
lived there
about them anymore. I
yeah.
I kind of forgot about them. I would have thought they would have given up looking around.
Yeah,
because it seemed like they've been there a while. So
yeah.
So like they're gone.
What I really liked about that scene was the classic blaster fire sounds, because I mean that was the classic ones from like New Hope. It was really just cool hearing all those blaster fires over and over again. But then that was sort of a weird scene, because they're like, yeah, we know you did these things. Yeah, that's not the blaster fire.
Yeah, and you just pulled that from the child's belly.
I know, that was really weird looking. Anyways, it was sort of a strange scene, I thought, because they were just like, yeah, we know who you are. We're going to let you go this time, but we're not going to help you. So, see ya. Yeah, it was
I thought that was crazy.
But we're leaving you for dead.
Yeah, it's sort of strange, I thought.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, the Mandalorian could be like, hey, I got this frog lady. And she's trying to save her lineage. But he doesn't mention that.
Yeah, you would think they would help with that.
Yeah.
I got a pregnant lady in the back.
Well, they're not cops.
Little help.
I don't know.
I mean, he could have mentioned that at the very beginning and solved all this. Be like, hey, I know you don't know who I am, but I'm trying to save this lady's eggs. Can you help guide us down, and then we can talk, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he could have taken them both easily on the ground if he had to. Because he's taken out like hordes of...
He wouldn't necessarily want that trouble. And there could be stuff on his ship that's not very legal.
Well, that's why he would just probably kill them, because we've seen that he pretty much kills anybody he wants to. You know?
It's true.
Except for the random security guard in the prison. He didn't want him dead. But
he didn't really kill just to kill, though.
No, I know that, but it's just like, if there's trouble,
You call DW.
Yeah, if there's trouble, he immediately just takes over. You know, just like the little dude that stole his jetpack. He just immediately kills him and then shrugs at the child like, what are you gonna
do? I knew that guy wasn't getting away with the jetpack.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So, Katrin, you said you liked this episode better than the first one?
I think so. I think it felt more like the music was normal. I guess that's my thing. I don't know why I'm so hung up on that, but it felt fine, and I liked. I don't know. It was kind of a funny episode in a lot of ways.
It's interesting you say that because it was directed by Peyton Reed, who is the director of Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're both great, but whatever.
Yes, as mentioned in our comments, Filoni was in the episode where the guard he kept the guard alive, and they did mention that.
Mm-hmm. And then just all the throwbacks in this one with the X-wing coming in, you're just like, oh, it's an X-wing, you know, and
when they got quiet and they opened the wings,
you guys
like,
so cool.
Oh, here we go,
it's going down.
The moment he's like, hey, can you switch the channel or whatever?
That was awesome.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. This is going sideways.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, yeah. And then the cantina scene we didn't talk about when they're in the cantina. It's the one thing I read was saying that was Han's table. I'm
trying to think the placement was.
Like I didn't think it was in the right part of town.
I don't know if it was. No. That was the cantina. That was the cantina.
So it was the cantina. Okay.
But I don't know if that table was Han's.
It doesn't.
Maybe?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I didn't notice, but then
plaque at Han's table. It says Han shot here.
So when you said that there was a throwback or call out for Galaxy's Edge, I thought about that scene because you see all of the IG heads on the bar like they do at
that
Galaxy's
was
Edge.
From the cantina from New Hope.
So they do have those. Okay, I never noticed it. But
they had those in the New Hope, and then when they were making bounty hunters for Empire Strikes Back, they're like, "What do we got laying around that we can make some bounty hunters out of?" And they're like, "Oh, here's a prop from the cantina. It could be a head." Yeah. And they made that the IG.
Speaking of, head. Did you ever finish your helmet, Chris? Your IG head?
No comment.
Man. No comment. No,
think
last time I saw it was the finish.
No, I need to get back to that.
You do. All right, sorry. Sidetrack. But yeah, just all the different call-outs with the which I guess the R5 was in the first episode of the new season.
The R5 was one of the droids. Another R5 unit was a droid on the X-wing. One of the X-wings. There was an R5.
Yeah. The X-wings, the cantina. Yeah.
We're just naming things.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
They're playing that game that Han Solo played.
They were playing Sabacc.
They did play, yeah. Which I got you for a birthday present or something.
Yeah, it's right here.
You play it all the time, don't you?
Well, have you made it play with? Nobody will play with me. You can't really play by yourself. I've asked several times. I've taken it on trips. I'm like, you guys want to play this game? And people are like, no.
It's like trading cards, or what is it?
Well, they're afraid that you'll make them buff their ship.
Chris will be down here next weekend, and I'll make him play it with me.
Yes, he will.
That's you.
There was a huge ant alien in the cantina.
That is a character from
Dr. Mandible.
Yeah, Dr. Mandible or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in other things, or that species, anyways, has been in other things in Star Wars.
Yeah, it would mark the first live action.
Yes. I forget, was he in a book, or I forget what he was in.
Novel, The Dark Nest One, The Joiner King. I don't know how you don't know these things, Ryan.
I knew it, but I didn't know
that was like off the top of my head. I just remember that. In fact,
anyway,
I'm not sitting here reading IMDb.
We have. It's we've been on YouTube for over an hour and 21 minutes, actually.
So that's just a little taste of what the bigger round table will be like. We just wanted to.
We're going to go over all of that again.
Yeah, no, not really. But what do you guys? We'll leave it with this. I mean, Chris does. Katrin has a game, but I don't know if we have.
No, it's fine. We don't have to do it.
We'll save it for another time. What do you guys? What do you hope for the rest of the season?
More good things.
More good things. Yeah. We've heard all these rumors of who's supposed to be in here. What characters are supposed to be on the show, and I'm excited to see those characters come in and how everything ties together. I mean, it's really I really want to know what's so important about the child. Like, why? What is it about? It's.
Think we'll find that out this season.
I hope so. Good grief.
At least something about it. That'd be nice.
Yeah, maybe some more hints or something. But
I'm looking forward to Moff Gideon coming back.
Yeah. I'm hoping some of the rumor characters come in a different way than everybody's expecting, just sort of to surprise me.
Yeah, the
just walking in the background.
Hey.
Vance Cope says the dark saber.
Hey, it's me, Ahsoka. And then this one. Yes, the dark saber. I want more dark saber.
More
Do you think
dark saber.
The Mandalorian will take the dark saber?
Will wield the dark saber.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
It would match his outfit.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it belongs. He's been reclaiming stuff that belongs to Mandalorians, and that belongs to Mandalore.
Interesting.
Yes.
So he may try to take it back. Yeah, Sabine. I'm hoping Sabine. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the WWE wrestler
Tasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is going to play Sabine. That would be sort of cool, I think. They both have the same color hair, pretty much. So
that's how you get jobs.
Yeah. Then Ahsoka will maybe pop up. We'll see. Probably going to pop up, most definitely. But I don't know. I hope it gets more and more epic. I hope there's a lot of surprises. That's the one thing I liked about season 1. They kept it all under wraps, and you didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's more surprises on the way. But yeah. Any other last thoughts? Besides, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Good.
It'll be interesting to see if he continues to repair his ship. I mean, it's got to get expensive, right?
It's sort of hobbling along right now. I think that's why we're going to see him on a boat in one episode. There's a clip.
A boat?
No, there's a clip where him and the child have to board like a freighter boat, and I'm wondering if it's because he can't fly ship around.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. It's like a fishing boat or something. Anyways, all right.
We'll find out tomorrow.
So we'll be ready for the watch along here in a few hours.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this. It's getting so hard to avoid spoilers, the way they do it now. Like if I waited till tomorrow night, there's going to be spoilers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So, well, just don't go to the internet.
Go to the internet.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Oh, I know.
Mando's side trip to the casino planet where the child learns to play roulette.
Oh gosh, please no.
They save some horses.
Yeah. Ride the cowboy.
They can't save the horses then. The horses get saved later.
We could save the children.
Save the horses.
Horses.
Children are our future, people. Come on.
No, these horses are.
How do you get to the future, though? By riding a horse.
All right.
Horse moose thing.
I think with that, I think we're wrap it up for the night. You guys sound good about
put a bow on it.
Put a bow on it. We're hoping in the next couple weeks to have an episode. We're inviting the Main Street Electrical podcast to come back and join us.
Yeah.
And if you like Disney podcasts, check them out because they're fun. Main Street Electrical podcast. They're going to come back. We may do some a fun tournament of sorts with the resorts of Walt Disney World.
I will do great.
I know.
No one's going to pick me for their team. It's fine.
And then Geeksgiving will be coming up.
Man.
It's fast. Like, I don't know when we're going to record that episode.
I don't either.
But there may be a special guest.
Oh.
Could be.
don't know if they have a name yet.
No, probably not.
Anyways, so check us out on Facebook. I am Group. Join I am Group. Instagram. I am Geek Show. We're on Twitter, but we hardly ever post anything on there. So check us out, and then we'll have more stuff, more episodes coming soon. And if you want a T-shirt, shop.spreadshirt.com.
We're not going to give you one, but you can go buy.
If you want to buy one. Oh, Winchester's going to Disney next week, so he'll bring us. I'm sure he'll bring us back some presents.
No, don't say that.
Just kidding.
Please don't do that.
I want to go with him. Can we come with you?
We all do.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so next week, same bat time, same bat channel, I guess.
Yes.
Same chow time, same chow channel.
Yes.
Chow.
Cha.
Anyway, this has been episode 170 of I Am Geek, and this is the way. Good night, everybody. YouTube, how you doing? Winchester, I'm excited for you to go back to Disney. I still want you to wear one of those plaid vests the whole time, like the people that guide people around.
The tours, yeah.
The VIP people. I want you to take a plaid vest and just wear it.
Or is that the people that work at McDowell's? Y'all know what that is?
Somebody did a pop-up.
Is it Coming to America?
Restaurant. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They did a pop-up McDowell's a while back before everything went crazy. It looked just like the movie. Anyways, Winchester, have fun if you're still on here at Disney. I'm excited to hear your stories about how it is, what happens.
Man.
But anyways, thank you guys for joining us on YouTube. I'm looking down at the comments right now to see if we missed anything.
I think so.
Man,
we do have I didn't tell you guys. I told you I was going to do it, but I set up a Discord server for us.
Oh, I still don't know what that is. So
okay. Here's a really simplified version of what a Discord server is. It's essentially an old style forum. You remember forums? You had a general, and you had all these different topics.
Aerosmith goes to play their concert.
No.
And you need a super.
You know what I'm talking about. You had all these different topics, little topics, and but here's the difference. It has audio channels as well. So that's when Winchester was saying you need to get on Discord, is you can have, it's an open chat. So like if somebody's on your Discord and they go to one of the audio channels, you just hop in and talk to people. So it's like it's like a chat room, but audio chat room. So it's pretty cool. It's more like if you use Microsoft Teams at work, or probably Slack, you've got these channels of different topics you can talk about in these things. So it's the way I've set it up right now is we have kind of a general channel. There's a Star Wars channel. There's all these things, so you can kind of keep the conversations organized, right? But then have these audio channels where you could just have people hanging out and talking.
So how would we play Among Us with that?
So everybody would get on their phone essentially and join the. There's an app. Get on the Discord. And here's what I don't know is if you can be on a Discord channel talking and then be playing the game at the same time, like on the same device. And that's
I could play the game on my iPad.
Winchester probably knows, so we'll wait.
Yeah, Winchester, tell us how to do this. When I was there, they had some of the plaid vest guys and gals, or women and men, whatever you want to say, guiding groups around, families around. But you'll be all Star Wars up. You got to send us some pictures.
Supposedly that's the way to park hop right now, because I think you can. I think they go to different parks on those VIP tours.
Oh, really?
The expensive ones, but that's like mega money.
Mega money.
And that's how you can get on a bunch of rides. You can play and stay on Discord at the same time. So yeah, that's so a lot of places. I've heard some other podcasts start a Discord, and the problem is you don't want everybody on there because you could get all this junk on there, I guess. And some of the podcasts are doing like a Patreon. So if you're part of the Patreon, you get to be in there. But I don't know.
Hey, if you're part of our Patreon.
But we'll figure it out. We've got to figure out. We can give the link out at discretion. Oh, we didn't talk about somebody's Vance is asking anyone reading The Last Ronin. I
don't know how to read.
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
If I knew how to read it, maybe. No, I know how to read. I just don't read books.
That's not funny.
Because of children. They don't let me read. Is it cool? I mean,
what is it?
I don't know what that is.
I think I've heard of that. Now I want to know.
Is it a Star Wars thing?
I don't think so.
I got some new books. I told you guys, but I didn't.
Oh, is it the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing? Is that what?
Hey Siri, what is The Last Ronin?
It must. At least I've seen images of it, but no, I haven't read it or anything.
What the heck? I don't know. Is it The Last Ronin?
The Last Ronin,
TMNT in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the last surviving Ninja Turtle.
I know who it is because it just told me.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not going to spoil it. Was it canon?
I don't know if they've done stories before.
It said it's not important.
Yeah, they've done stories before where like even in like one of the shows, I think they did like a story where it was like something like that. It's a bleak future where most of the turtles were dead, I think.
Oh gosh.
Sounds dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I saw cool in Target the other day? Speaking of turtles, they had a replica Casey Jones mask. You could.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet.
Use that 25% off coupon there for that.
Then I could just roam the streets at night.
Yeah.
Casey Jones mask.
Only one issue so far.
Googala! Yeah. That's what he would yell. That was his battle cry. Googala!
Oh.
Was it Googala? I don't know.
Well, now that I know that it has pictures, maybe I'll read it.
It won't show up.
Anyways.
Well, I was going to talk about the books that I got, speaking of reading. Tales from the Haunted Mansion. It's a series of books. And I thought it was going to be different. So far, what I've read, it just seems like some scary stories for kids. So,
I got my Haunted Mansion stuff set back up. I got in my office, and I have a shelf. I have 2 shelves now that are Funko Pops for Disney. So I have the Haunted Mansion shelf, and then I have it's basically all the water. It's like the water rides of Disney. I've got the Jungle Cruise, Splash Mountain, and Pirates of the Caribbean. I've made it look like water, and I've made it look like the Jungle Cruise is behind a waterfall. It's
nice.
Back so water. I thought it was fun.
So, did you hear about the Christmas ornaments that they have that are ride?
Yes, I want them.
I haven't seen them yet, but I heard somebody say they're very detailed.
They're so cool. But alas, not there. Anyways, well, I got some editing to do.
Oh,
yeah.
So I guess we should bid you adieu.
I guess so.
YouTube, thank you for joining us. This has been fun seeing all you guys in the comments, and we'll be doing it again next week.
Of course.
Yeah. Who knows what we'll be doing? It'll be a surprise
to us.
Yeah.
Always just us.
So good night. Farewell.
Bye. You have to wave when you're on.
You have to wave.
Yeah. Bye.